Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Nicole Pro Sparkle Junkie. Today I am part of a playlist with a common canvas, and we are celebrating red, white, and blue. Our hosts are Jeannie's Palette and Lolly Doodle Studios. So I hope you enjoy and stick around to watch the whole playlist. So I am doing, listen, I don't know why, but for some reason I've just really enjoyed doing these little small paintings. You can get these canvas boards at Dollar Tree. And I decided I wanted to do a painting of a barn with a flag hanging from it. So what I'm doing is using a tracer to get this picture on here. Now, the tracer I found on Etsy and the company that it was drawn by is Step by Step Painting. So check that out if you like it and want to try it. So now I'm just going into getting the sky all painted up, and I probably am one of those people that drive other creators that paint and know how to paint completely batty, because I do things and then I'll go back over it, and then I'm kind of indecisive sometimes, and I probably don't do things the correct way, but I do it my way and it seems to work in the end. So that's what it is. And so listen, if you don't particularly like the way that I paint or the method that I use, just don't say anything, okay? All right, now that we've got that over with, my friend during this whole process here has been my liner brush. I don't know why, but I really love it. And it helped me to make the red stripes on the flag. So I'm going to let this run here for just a little bit, and we will come back together here closer to the end. All right, so you can see here I have gotten quite a bit done. I'm just putting some details on the barn to make it look like there's, wood, wood planks that are the siding for the barn. And then I'm going back and I'm touching up things, adding a little bit of white for the white stripes. So I wanted to talk a little bit because I love history. And so I wanted to talk a little bit about the flag. So during the Revolutionary War, the flag was created to foster kind of a belonging. The colonies wanted to unite together, and so belonging and pride of their cause, I guess. And I think that worked. So the person that is credited for designing the flag, we probably most all know, is Betsy Ross. And she was a widow. She had an upholstery business. And, during the Revolutionary War, it was kind of, it was maybe on its last legs because there was a war going on. And, well, who wants to pay for upholstery or have any worry about that during that time? But she was commissioned, and she ended up designing the red, white, and blue flag that we know today. Well, hers was a little different because there was only 13 stars on it, but in the end, we've got this. Now, let's talk about red, white, and blue, what that means. So the red is representative of valor and bravery, and the white is representative of purity and innocence. And blue represents vigilance, perseverance, and justice. Now, they found that all these things were essential to found and sustain a nation. So that's why they included those colors. All right, back to the painting. We've got some sunflowers in front of this cute barn. And so I have done my first coat on there, and then I'm gonna come back again with my liner brush because I love it, and we're going to give these flowers an outline to define them a little better. So friends, if you are just watching me for the first time and maybe you like what you're seeing, I would sure appreciate it if you would maybe subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, and ring the bell. Click the bell so that you know anytime that I release a new video. Now, I will say, this is a little bit different for me. I did jump into this Common Canvas playlist because I wanted to really challenge myself a little bit. Typically, you're going to see me use things like glitter and rhinestones and, maybe some metal foiling or something. However, I really looked at this painting and could not figure out where I would want to put sparkly things on it. It really stumped me because I didn't want to distort the flag, and I felt like the barn was more country, and I don't know why, but I did not want to put sparkly things on this painting. So just so you know, I normally do things a little different, but this one, no. However, just know that if you are looking for sparkly things, you can find that on my website, and there is a link in the description for that. I hope that you will stick around and watch all the rest of the creators, well, the painters, I guess, and just watch the playlist from start to finish. So I am wrapping up here with this and just putting my final touches. I think I'm about to sign it here somewhere, and I appreciate you sticking around with me and watching me. And maybe you learned something because, like I said, I love history, and so I had to go over a few of those great things. But yep, here I am signing it, and then in just a moment, I had to put a little more detail on the grass. I thought that was a good idea. Here in just a moment, I've got a picture of what it looks like on my shelf. Here we go. Here's the final result, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you'll come back. I'll see you next time.